Good afternoon. So, after yesterday's attempt to clean, to fix my Zelda cartridge, which was unsuccessful, I returned it to CX. I kind of told them, I told them that it was probably not broken, but that I couldn't get it to work. Um, I was slightly apprehensive about saying, I tried cleaning it and that didn't work because I didn't really know what they would say in terms of like, oh, you fiddled with it, that void your warranty. Certainly didn't tell them I opened it up. But of course, they said no such thing. They weren't able to test it themselves, but they gave me back what I paid for it, which was a mixture of credit and cash. And I have spent the credit already. I'll be keeping a lookout for Zelda again, but I think I could have gotten a replacement, but I think it would have been dependent on it being in a nearby store, and I expect that wouldn't be the case. I was quite happy to just wait and see, and it'll turn up again. It probably won't be the same price, or at least won't be cheaper, but it'll turn up again, and hopefully I'll have better luck with it. In the meantime, I got a few things that are individually not as exciting, but reasons for each of them, I suppose. So, ChuChu Rocket. Now, this is I don't know if I've ever played this game. I might have played a demo of it very briefly a while ago. It's, as I understand, a pretty simple puzzle game. I really don't know an awful lot about it. I know that it was re-released on the Game Boy Advance, and I've seen it on Game Boy Advance for dirt cheap. This was also, it was £3, which is like just a bit more than a coffee. So, and I bought the Dreamcast the other day. I don't yet have any games, so I figured, this might be fun. I'm not feeling very well today, so I genuinely feel like passing the time by playing video games, throughout the day in a way that I don't ordinarily. Usually kind of wait till the evening or whatever. The case is a bit broken, but that's fine. Cases are quite nice on the Dreamcast. They're more kind of thoroughly designed than really any other game case I've come across. In the kind of CD, the disc kind of age. Does this have two doors? Oh god. You know what? It's like, this might just be for a game like this that has apparently 2 discs. Oh, online ChuChu Rocket. Does it have 2 discs? Yeah, Dream Key. Oh, Internet Browser Disc. I don't know if that would still work. Anyway, so very simple game. I don't know much about it. Cheap. I wanted to play the Dreamcast because I'm in the mood for playing a game. So I got the Dreamcast game. Very simple. Next, Lemmings on Game Gear. Now, similar kind of genre, another puzzle game, but again, not one that I feel like both these games involve, a kind of I won't say auto scroll. I know that the Lemmings move of their own accord, if I'm right, and you've got to kind of instruct them or give them roles to play that they enact upon the environment, and or maybe you manipulate the environment in such a way that they progress safely through the level. I've played like a version on Game Boy briefly in the past, probably on an emulator, but and I don't know whether this is really a very good version of it, but my friend who did they have a Game Gear? My friend was into it, and when I said, "Oh, there's a copy of Lemmings on Game Gear kicking about in one of the shops," he was like, "You should get it." And I recently just got the Game Gear again. I don't have many games on it, so once I get the an adapter for its European plug, I will play this. And again, it was really, really cheap, so I thought, why not? I can see myself passing on these games at some point, but you know, there's no harm in spending a small amount of money on them. Just now I had the spare credit, so, and I'm ill. I'm kind of treating myself today. Lastly, Super Mario Kart. So, I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. So this is needs no introduction, of course. I have played Super Mario Kart a bit. I'm certainly more familiar with Double Dash on the GameCube. I played a lot, and I played a lot of the Mario Kart DS. I played it online a little bit as well. I never got quite fluent with snaking, but kind of tried my hand at it. I played a little bit online, and it was fun. I wasn't amazing at it or anything like that, but this is, you know, where it all began. And I've kind of been watching the price of this for a while in CEX, and it was a bit more expensive than this a while ago. And you know what? Actually, I think it was 20 pounds, £22 or something. And I think I paid close to a tenner for this. Maybe it was more like £15. I can't remember, but basically I thought, why not now? It seems to be at a lower price than I would expect it to be, and that I'd seen it. So I got it. It was a game that I was going to get eventually, you know, for a Super Nintendo collection. And I actually look forward to playing it. It's the sort of game that I will actually play with others as well. I have two Super Nintendo controllers. They're not perfect. One of them in particular, yeah, the buttons are a bit sticky or don't work so well. So I'll have to kind of upgrade them and get some reliable controllers. But I obviously look forward to playing this. And my experience playing different Mario Karts, you know, I played Super Mario Kart, played Mario Kart 64, Double Dash. I played Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance briefly, and I've always been surprised by how different they feel to play each one individually. You know, some of them are kind of slidier than others, some of them are kind of stickier, the jumping is different in all of them. They control essentially the same, you know, in terms of what each button does, but the way they feel is really totally different. And I've been surprised by how unintuitive different versions of it are to play when I'm used to one of the other ones. So, you know, it'll feel different to play. Feel like a new game in a way, I suppose, and it's a kind of history lesson. That's all. So that's my kind of, that's a wee consolation prize for it's a consolation for having lost Zelda, but I couldn't play it anyway. I'll look out for it. It'll turn up again. Yep, that'll do. Cheers.